No, fuck you.
God damn it, Kyle.
We're gonna have the horde, by the way.
They're gonna get the horde.
Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, this is gonna be tight. You can showcase your running.
Yep.
I have no meds to give you, Kyle.
You're good. I am okay.
You've been saved. You're getting killed by one military zombie.
Need to get back to the team.
No, the military zombie came after I got sleeper.
Revenge the Fallen. I know, but you were getting killed
I
by
want
one
that.
military zombie.
And there we go. We survived a horde.
Ready? I think we can just sit up here and let Ty do everything. He's fast enough.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Have fun.
Alright, Ty, you got this.
I've got it. I'll do it.
Get out there. Get him, Tiger.
Hello there. This is going to be my No Hope SMG deck that I've been running here for a little while now. Just to start it off, here is the deck if you'd like to copy it. I'm going to be going into an explanation of everything, but if you prefer a written summary of it, I have it here on the Reddit. With that, it has a nice breakdown of everything here, and then it goes into the written portion telling you what you need. But you're here on YouTube, you're here for the video version, so let's get into that. So first off, we're going to be running a UMP. We're going to be running the UMP because it is a relatively ammo efficient gun, and we're going to be burning through a lot of ammo. For that, I recommend starting with Charisse as your cleaner, just because she starts with the UMP. Also provides utility in having the armor plates, which are very nice. I just like that you can switch it up. We'll be also going into the damage values later on, but even with a white UMP, with this current build, you'll be two-shotting monstrous commons, and that's what we want. This deck is all about really just staying hypermobile and killing those commons while staying out of their range, and that mobility is also going to be a boon for us when coming and dealing with the mutations, because if we can dodge out of a wretch spray just by firing and moving, we're laying out DPS and staying safe. If we can pull backwards as a tall boy is coming to rush us and dodge that slam, we're putting out damage and dodging damage. That's really what this is built for. We want to be dodging damage and dealing damage. But starting us off with the cards here, we have Copper Scavenger and Money Grubbers as our economy cards. So, Copper Scavenger, you can send us nearby coppers, and 2 piles of 50 will spawn in the map, bringing in 400 team copper. Single best economy card in the game. I love it. Please take it in your decks. Next we have Money Grubbers. This can be changed out with Lucky Pennies. Now, going into that really quick, this is a team-based build, or a build that is meant to be run in a team. We want to kind of have some people with us here. If you're going to be doing this in a solo environment, I recommend swapping up a few of these cards to be a little bit more solo friendly. And essentially, you're going to know best what works for your solo environment and your solo playstyle. When you're playing around with this build, also feel free to swap some cards in and out to make it fit your own playstyle. We want to do that to just make it work best for you. Next card we have is On Your Mark. So, when a horde is triggered, your team restores 7.5% ammo, 10% move speed, and gains 10% move speed while firing, 15% reload speed, and 25% swap speed for 30 seconds. So, this is an ammo-hungry build. Bringing in that ammo recovery is massive. Also gives us 10% move speed while firing, very nice. 15% reload speed, that's great. And 25% swap speed. We're not going to really be using that much except for when we're bashing. We also have another card that later on gives us a bit of swap speed too. So it's relatively nice. It allows us to pull out those pipe bombs when we need them to just get the commons off of us, or throw that flashbang to get anything that's coming and charging towards us. So it's a very nice single great card that I think is severely underrated by the community. This is such a good card that you should have. Next we have Hellfire. 45% move speed while firing, 3% move speed while not. Great. This is a deck based on move speed while firing, which is going to be helped by this card out. It's kind of the cornerstone of this deck. You really wanted it in your deck. Just great card. Helps us out. Once again, if you're moving while commons are trying to hit you and you move out of their range, done. You're not hit. Easy peasy. It's super nice for that. Next we have Marathon Runner. No movement penalty for strafe and backpedal. So this is a great, amazing card in this deck, and only essentially works with this deck because it allows for you to constantly be firing in front of you and then running backwards practically at the speeds that we're going, and it just makes it so much more smooth, increases our move speed while going around to these different places significantly. We want it in our deck. It's a staple card. Next we have Run Like Hell. Plus 12% move speed, plus 15% sprint speed. All with the downside if you lose it if you're hit. Oh no. 12% move speed, that's going to be affecting our move speed while firing, which we want to do. On this note, when we're firing while moving, I highly recommend your ADSing when doing this, as the ADSing is available in this build, and it brings in no downsides to ADS. We are not spending any cards in this deck to work on our accuracy, so we want to ADS to keep that accuracy up high and land more bullets on target. Next we have Speed Demon. Plus 4% move speed while using SMG. Very nice to have. And plus 35% reload speed while using an SMG. Those two stats together, great. They're working with us here. So 4% move speed also affects our move speed while firing. And the reload speed is nice, keeping the uptime. With the UMP here, the main downtimes with these builds is when you're reloading. You're not moving nearly as fast. You're not laying out DPS. So having that reload speed is super nice. Next card is Mag Carrier. Plus 30% pistol and SMG ammo capacity. Plus 10% damage with pistols and SMGs. Great. Gives us damage and gives us ammo capacity. Exactly what we want in this deck. Staple card. Now we have Glass Cannon. Plus 25% damage, minus 30% health. This is a build for No Hope, and because commons are 50% tankier on No Hope, and mutations are approximately twice as tanky, or even greater than twice as tanky at Monstrous, we want damage. This is the single best damage card in the game that you can have. Amazing. Now we have Fill 'em Full of Lead. While shooting, gain 1% damage, 1% fire rate, 5% swap speed, max stack count of 20. So this is really going to be bumping up our DPS quite a bit, because we're going to constantly be firing, and when we're trying to kill mutations, it's going to take us a little bit longer than most builds, so we're getting more value out of this. With that being said, we're also running the UMP, which has a relatively low fire rate, but high damage per bullet, so we're still staying decently efficient with it. It's the only reason I would recommend running this. And on this note, with the UMP, I highly recommend having an extended mag to just allow us to put more damage downstream before each of these reloads, where we're A, losing our mobility, but also B, starting to lose our Fill 'em Full of Lead stacks. That's a thing that I often see overlooked, is people like not understanding that reloading here destroys our stacks, and also because we're increasing our fire rate, we have to worry about being ammo efficient. So this ticks both of those categories. It's ammo efficient and it's low rate of fire, so it's great use in this. Next we have Shredder. Each bullet hit causes the target to take 1% increased damage for 3 seconds, stacking up to 15%. Team damage, absolutely amazing. Highly recommend this. If you have someone who is running it also, I would still kind of recommend taking it, or maybe not. You can swap it out for something else. But this team damage in a team game, it's co-op. You have 4 cleaners on a team, and there's only one of you. This is essentially a buff card for 4 players, rather than the rest of these, which are only a buff for 1 mostly. So, an amazing thing to have. Team cards are great in this game. We want to play as a team. It's a co-op game. Next, we have large caliber rounds. Plus 7.5% bullet damage, plus 200% bullet penetration. Bullet damage, very nice, more DPS. Bullet penetration is what we care more about here, allowing us to body shot through commons here and penetrate, hit the target behind them, and still have full damage is exactly what we kind of work with this in the build. Makes us more ammo efficient and increases our DPS by essentially hitting 2 targets for the price of 1, and also just like allows us to kill stuff faster because we're having to kill less things because 1 bullet is doing 2 kills or something like that. Next we have ammo for all. Plus 10% team ammo capacity, plus 3.5% team damage. If you're running it with a group, this should be 4 stacked. Abso-fucking-lutely. 14% team damage, amazing. Plus 40% team ammo capacity, that is great. That is better than the ammo-specific cards, like Mag Carrier here, which was 30% ammo and 10% with the specific ammo gun. But this applies for everything. And it's just a 1-card investment for yourself, just like the Mag Carrier. So, highly recommend taking this. If you're running with a group that is not coordinated, they don't want to take team cards, feel free to swap this out for another ammo card or something like that. It's just very nice to have. And next we have ammo belt. Plus 50% ammo capacity, plus 15% reload speed. Ammo capacity, this is an ammo hungry build, and so having that is very nice. It also scales with on your mark because it's recovering more ammo, so that's great. And you have more ammo for your teammates, which they love. And plus 15% reload speed. Reload speed stacks with our reload speed from earlier to get us 50% reload speed here. All right. Very nice. Finishing us off, we have down in front. So, while crouching, you neither take nor deal friendly fire damage, plus 10 health. I take this in all of my builds. It's just such a good card to have. It allows you to shoot stuff off your teammates, allows you to shoot through your teammates, allows you to get stuff shot off of you by your teammates. They don't have to worry about it. It's an amazing card to have. Highly recommend taking it. If you're doing this build, what I've been doing is essentially just staying crouched most of the time and then firing, and it just works out great. When you're crouched ADS and firing, you're going to be zooming across the map once you get a few attachments here, and you're going to love having down in front. Let's see. On that note, if you'd like to see these builds tested live, feel free to go and check me out. But first, the stats section of the video. With this, I'd like to thank the people at Back for Stats for creating this and being essentially a great resource. I really appreciate their work, and thank you guys very much. But on that note, I have it listed out here with the attachments that we're going to want. I'm going to go through them one by one. So first, here's the build input, and then we're going to be running the UMP45. It's going to start out at white because we're Charisse. And if we take a look down here, the commons are going to be dying in 1 bullet to the head and 2 bullets to the body. So, really great. At white, even for monstrous commons, if we don't find anything later on, it's still a great gun, and we're going to be using it just as effectively as we were earlier when it was against just normal commons. Next, we got our barrel attachments here. So the compensator is what we're going to be wanting. We're going to want to take it so that we can have extra move speed while firing, essentially keeping up the rarity as high as we can. I highly recommend just sticking with a straight comp so that we can get more move speed while firing. Next, our magazine is either going to be extended mag or the mother load. I prefer the mother load, so we'll just put that in here. Next, scope attachment. we're going to be taking the Wandering Eye if we can find it. Else, if there isn't the Wandering Eye, any of the other ones, it's your personal preference. It's just going to be moving up our move speed while firing quite significantly, allowing us to zoom right around. And then finally, our stock attachment here is going to be the lightweight stock, the move speed stock, and that's going to give us another boost to move speed. Alrighty, so if you take a look here, fully kitted out at white, the UMP, when firing, while crouched, while ADS'd, is going to move you at 642. For baseline, 600 is your normal sprint speed. And then while hip firing, you're up here at nearly 1,000. So if you need to get somewhere quick, this is exactly like what you do. You start firing and bang, you're zooming. So with this, it's a really fast build with all these attachments here and our cards. So it's going to be a great fun time, and I really enjoyed when I was playing with it. On that note, you can go and watch me play these games, test out these builds on Twitch. If you go and take a look here, my Twitch is Tiberius the Roman. We stream every few days or so, and we kind of test out new decks, see how it works, and you can also just see no hope gameplay. We even have done our VOD analysis where we got our record on trials. So down here we got 8th place overall in trials. And so if you want to see how we did that, that is recorded here on the Twitch. And let's see, it should be called VOD analysis. Let's see, trials, top 10 score VOD analysis. So if you'd like to see that, feel free to check it out. Else, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. I really appreciate you guys watching through this. Make sure to modify the deck to your desires. Make it feel like how you want. Else, have a good rest of your day. Enjoy yourselves.